Hey guys, welcome back to Karting with Chris. Today's video is going to be the December final race here at Dallas Karting Complex. Now, if you haven't seen my pre-final video, click in the top right hand corner of the screen or check the description down below. Make sure you're watching these things in order. If you have seen it but you just don't remember, basically a quick recap is we're on the south track, so totally different track, haven't driven this track before, and in the pre-final we started 5th, finished 4th, and so for the final we're going to be starting in 4th place. Now in the pre-final we saw someone in kart number 1 kind of struggle towards the end of that race, and we were able to pass him, and I think it was because he didn't have the best kart in the world. For the final here, we're in that kart, we're in kart number 1, so going into this race I don't have a lot of confidence. I saw in the pre-final that kart really kind of slowed down. So going into this race, I'm not really expecting a whole lot in terms of gaining positions, but anything can happen, and we're just going to try and do our best. Alright, so for the start of this race, we're going to be on the outside. In the pre-final, we had the inside. So my plan is to hold it around the outside for turn 1, and that'll give us the inside for turn 2, and hopefully we don't lose any positions. But we're going down the straight here. We're looking for the flagman to wave green. Flagman waves green, we're good to go. So right off the bat, like I said, we're going to try and hold it around the outside for turn 2 here, or turn 1, inside for turn 2. We do lose a position, but we regain that position because we had the inside. Going through chicane, we will have the inside, but we're going side by side with kart number 11 right here. He's going to pass me pretty easily. So we move down to 5th, not the worst start in the world, but the losing of positions does not end there. Kart number 25 was able to hold it around the inside going through the banked corner. Up ahead we can see a lot of people going side by side, kind of hard to pick which person to follow through here. And then through the double right-hander we're going to see 2 karts making some contact. I've got someone on my inside as well. I'm pretty sure we're 3 wide at this point. So many people all in one place, very hard to determine which part of the track is going to give you the best result. It's always a safe bet to go around the inside, so I try and hold it around the inside. And it works for a brief moment, but like I said before, my kart is not the fastest. And you can just see how fast people are just pulling away from me here. And so on the first lap, we started in 4th, and now we're down in 12th after the first lap, after everyone's passed us. But like I said at the beginning, anything can happen. It is rental racing. People do take each other out all the time. And exit of turn 2, we're going to see someone spun out on the right. So we do gain a position there. We're up into 11th. Hopefully this race can kind of settle down, or if it doesn't settle down, I just pick my way around other people taking each other out. Going through the banked corner, I hold it around the inside following kart number 13, gaining 1 position, but then losing the positions back once I get to the straight here. Like I said, straight line speed, not that great. You can see we're still going side by side through every corner here, so really wanting this race to kind of settle down. We're still getting passed by people. Kart number 3 passing me. Keep kart number 3 in mind here. We're going to follow kart number 3 throughout this race, so make sure you keep an eye on him. Going through the left-hander right here, I go semi-defensive. Get a small tap from behind, bang into the back of kart number 3. Kind of ruined my momentum. If anything, I helped him out. You see he just gains a position there. But we're going to see kart number 3 up ahead. He's going to look for a move on someone up ahead and absolutely push them off track. Like I said before, rental racing brings out the worst in people. Going through turn 1, kart number 5 points me through, but I bang into him, and so I didn't want to pass him like that, so I point him back. But going through turn 2, he kind of gets a little too much at that apex there. Kind of ruins his momentum. And so I pass him back, and that was a little awkward right there. Looking back at this video, I really didn't hit him that hard. I don't know why I pointed him back by, but we got past him. We're up in the 10th now. And we're just going to try and hunt the pack in front. We already saw kart number 3 claim his first victim, and I'll tell you now, that wasn't his only victim, as going into this double right-hander absolutely sends it on kart number 4. You can see his hand signals, and he's clearly upset. His Mario Kart tactics are not really working out too well for him, although he is gaining positions, so there is that. I try and hold it around the outside of kart number 3 here, try and look for the move, but you can see he's bump drafting kart number 2. I think him and number 2 were friends. They were bump drafting throughout this race. Up ahead in kart number 27, that's my friend Nick. I told him before the race if I ever caught up to him, I would work together with him. Going into this left-hander up ahead, cart number 2 passes him, number 3 follows him, but number 3 claims his third victim and pushes Nick off the track. I mean, I don't know what this guy's problem is. At this rate, he's pushed someone off every lap, and it's clear that he has no intentions of stopping this murderous rampage. You see me raise my hand back there. I'm frustrated with this guy. I've seen him take out 3 people now. He hasn't taken out me, which is nice, but at this rate, I'm thinking maybe he's just saving me towards the end. I have no clue, but I want to get around this guy and pull away from him as fast as possible. The thing is that, like I said, I don't have the best cart in the world, and down the straights, you know, he just pulls away from me. Also, he's working together with cart number 2, and 2 carts are hard to pass, especially when they're working together. So my cart, like I said before, not the best, and so it's really hard to pass other people who have good carts. Cart number 2, I don't think that cart was all that great. I think it was probably the same as mine, but number 3 was pushing him. I'm pretty sure they were teammates, so it was definitely hard to keep up with them. This cart didn't have the best brakes in the world, so that's why I didn't send it through turn 1 right here. Didn't want to risk it. And I'm also scared to kind of pass this guy, kind of go beside him, because I've seen him take out 3 people already, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do it again. Going through the chicane right here, cart number 25 passes us. He's pretty quick. I've raced with him a couple of times, and so I want him to go for the move and kind of just follow him, let him do all the work. Now, unfortunately, I'm not really that close to him right now, so if he does go for the move into this left-right, I won't be able to follow him. But fortunately, through the double right-hander, I think cart 3 just sucked through this corner. He wasn't really that great at it, and so he messes up. I try and follow cart number 25 through the move, but going through this left-hander, you can see cart number 3 has such good straight-line speed. I try and get the over-under here, and so we're going to go side by side going into this not-so-straight straight. I have the inside line. I don't think he got the best exit in the world, and so I am going to have that shorter distance on my side. It is full throttle, and I am able to get around him. So we're up in 8th. We're in front of cart number 3. Now we need to try and get around cart number 2 as fast as possible because he is going to hold us up next. And so I thought about the move through turn 2 here, but I thought better of it because I didn't know if, like his friend in cart number 3, if he possessed any peripheral vision. So I am going to stay behind him, try and look for the move in a better spot, one where I have a least chance of being taken out. Down the straights here, you can see his cart and my cart are pretty similar in pace. I kind of look for the move through this left-hander right here, but I wasn't close enough to go for it. You need to be closer along beside someone if you're going to go for the move there. Through the double right-hander, you know, he kind of pulls on me, but at the same time, it's not too much. And then through this left-hander, I don't think this was his best corner, as I'm going to gain a little bit more time on him. I'm within that slipstream. The slipstream's very powerful, and so he leaves the door open on the inside right here, so I just go for it. Like I said before, I want to get around him as fast as possible. You see how fast cart number 25 has pulled away from us, and so I do get around him. We're up in the 7th. Look behind me, no need to defend going to turn 1 here. And now I just got to try and pull away as fast as possible because both of them are behind me. I know they're going to work together and try and catch up to me. So I got to try my best to try and pull away from them and maybe catch cart number 25. Like I said throughout this video, my cart is not the fastest in the world. So if they decide to work together and just hunker down, they can definitely catch up to me because not only is my cart not the best, but also 2 carts is faster than 1. This track has a lot of straights, a lot of full throttle corners, and if you're bump drafting throughout the entire lap, you're going to be a couple tenths a lap faster than someone, so you can catch up to someone pretty quickly. Now, I was able to stay in front of them for a couple of laps. As you can see, we're on lap number 8 now, but like I just said, whenever you work together, you are going to catch up to people, and so they did catch up to me. Going through this double right-hander, I was just experimenting with things, trying to really push it. And you see I just really messed up that corner right there. And so exit of that double right-hander going to this left-hander. Cart number 3 is going to look on the inside, and he's going to pass me. And so we're going to lose a position. We're down to 8th place now. And then going down the not-so-straight straight, on the left we have my friend Iron in cart number 21. He waves to me. He started in last. He started in last or near last. He's now up into 8th place. Cart number 21, very fast cart. So I'm just going to let him go, just let him do his own race. But unfortunately, Iron does not know about cart number 3, and so he tries to hold it around the outside into turn 2, and he meets the same fate as everyone else has. It's his signature move. Cart number 3 is not very creative, and you see I'm quite frustrated at this point. I've seen him take out 4 people now, and so I'm bumping into the back of him, trying to just, move him, try and kind of force him off track. And you can see down the straight here, he gives me some hand signals. He's clearly not happy with all the contact I'm giving him. I guess it's fine if he does it, but it's not fine if I do it. And so going out of this double right-hander, I'm very, very tempted to push him off track to the left there. You see me really push him out wide. But there's something in the back of my head saying, no, don't do that. It's not worth it. Don't dumb down to his level. And you see I get passed by both cart number 3 and Iron, and his friend, number 2, decides to pass me as well. So I lose 3 positions, and I had the opportunity to push 3 out wide, but we're going to wait. There's still a handful of laps left in this race. We see cart number 4 has joined the battle now. Going to turn 1, cart number 4 is going to do an almighty dive bomb. Doesn't quite work out for him, and so we are able to gain 10th position back. And so my friend Nick here in cart number 27 tries to look for the move into turn 2 here. I just feel like a sitting duck here. I feel like everyone's just trying to pass me. Like I said, my cart was not the best. Cart number 2 here, I've got a run going into the banked corner, so I'm just going to go for it. We're up in the 9th place now. We can see my friend up ahead, Iron, has passed cart number 3. I just want to get past cart number 3. At this point, I'm sick and tired of this guy. Now, unfortunately, you can see he's a little bit ahead of me, and we don't have a whole lot of laps left in this race, so I really got to try my best to catch up to him. You see coming out of the double right-hander, like I said, that's probably one of his worst corners. And then I look behind me, making sure there's no one behind me. There is a group of people behind me, but there are a couple cart lengths behind, so I don't really have to worry about that. And then going down this not-so-straight, watch number 3. He's going to take a really weird line, so you want to keep it narrow. And you can see he tracks out wide to open up that last corner. And you see how much I gain on him right there. And so with 2 laps to go, I'm within a couple cart lengths of him, so I am within striking range. Going into turn 2, we do go side by side, and he clearly saw me there, so he clearly has peripheral vision. It might be selective peripheral vision, but he clearly saw me there. Maybe it's the pink gloves caught his eyes. But I look behind me. There are some people right behind me, so I can't go for any stupid moves here. Down the straight, like I said before, not the best cart to try and pass someone down the straight. Going through this left-hander up ahead, he thought about going defensive, but I think he realized that I was not close enough. Through the double right-hander, like I said many times before, not his best corner. We're right on his bumper. Not going to be close enough to go for the move through the left-hander. You see him kind of going defensive, but like I said, I'm not that close. Exit of the left-hander, I get a good run on him. And so going into the not-so-straight, you see me, I'm looking on the inside. He sees me, he tries to cover me off. And like we saw the lap before, he opens up the last corner, and so that invites me to poke my nose in. He tries to push me really narrow through this left-hander right here, but I'm not going to be his last victim, as he forgets to brake, and he goes off into the barriers where he belongs, and we move up into 8th place. So looking forward, we can see that Iron up ahead has really gapped us, and so we're definitely not going to be able to catch up to him. I think he set one of the fastest laps of the race, so he was on a mission. And behind us, there was a group behind us, but since it's the last lap, they were fighting a fair bit. And so we're kind of in no man's land right now, and if we just bring the cart home, we're going to finish in 8th place. Now, cart number 3, we just saw him spin out. He actually finished this race in like second to last, so yeah, all I have to say is karma's a bitch, so don't be taking people out. If you look further back in the video, some of you might be thinking that I took him out. He just forgot to brake. I think he was too focused on pushing me narrow into turn 1. He just forgot to brake, and so yeah, that was just his own doing. Now, I would love it if you guys comment and give me your feedback on this race. Sometimes I can be wrong, and so if you feel like I was a little too harsh, let me know, and I will fix myself for future races. But that's all I'm going to have for today. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please do comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.